good morning. Welcome to this channel again. My name is Kuber. Welcome to this channel. I am an ICCRC licensed immigration consultant. If their pipeline is already full with readily processed PR, can we expect proper FSW draws in 2022 as they can already achieve their landed immigration target by using their current applications? Yes, of course. New Year means reset of the clock, means reset of the quotas. And I've said this before when I attended the NCIC conference 2 weeks back. It was the same thing that was being said by the IRCC representatives, that come next year their attention will move away from in Canada applications. They said it very, very clearly that they will no longer only focus on in Canada applications. So in one way, first they acknowledged the fact that for this year, whether we like it or not, their entire focus was on in-Canada applications because they had to meet the targets. They had not met their targets in 2020, and that had put a lot of pressure, because when they don't meet their targets, there are a lot of other things there are small pieces, bits and pieces of this big machinery which doesn't seem to work, and therefore they had to meet their this year's target. Because they had to meet their this year's target and there was so much of attention on in Canada applications from the get-go, from the start of this year itself, they started making these big decisions. So you see, in the month of February 2020, you had this big large draw of 27,332 ITAs that were issued for CEC, which caught everybody by surprise. Then soon after, because see, when they must have done this draw in February, they must have already planned for it. It must have not happened, like today we are sitting and say, okay, let's do a draw tomorrow. Let's do 27,000. It doesn't happen like that, because it's a bureaucratic department. It's a federal government department. A lot of red tape. People have to take permissions, approvals from everybody high up so that they can manage all the mess when it flows down. So somebody must have planned this 27,000 draw much earlier. Similarly, TR to PR opened on the 6th of May. Obviously, this TR to PR program had a new portal. Okay, it was announced in the month of April. Now, when they did announce this new program, obviously they must have thought about it, planned for it, prepared for it much earlier. So somebody has already been working on these things, because they don't happen overnight, right? Completely new portal was made, a new program was made, and 90,000 applications were invited in this particular program. So when they were continuing to focus on in-Canada applications for throughout the year in 2021, okay, because their entire target was to make sure to meet the 400,000 target for immigrants for this particular year, okay, and because they knew travel restrictions were going to be a big factor, nobody knew when the lockdowns are going to be lifted. Nobody knew when the vaccinations programs are going to become, effective, or they will be successful. We always knew September is what Canada is aiming at, but it was all dependent on the delivery of vaccines, people coming out for vaccinations, the whole logistics around the whole vaccination program, so many different variables. And with all that, bits and pieces, as I said, in this whole machinery, they had to make the decision. So entire focus was on in-Canada applications, which they made it very, very abundantly clear that's what it was. But they also then said very clearly, moving forward to the next year, their focus will not be on in-Canada applications as much as it has been so far. That being said, they also said that it's still going to be uneven. Now, I never understood what the meaning of uneven was, and neither did they clarify. With uneven, it could basically mean anything. They're just throwing it out in the air. You would expect some bumps and blips around the way. It's not going to be the same what it used to be pre-COVID. I don't expect that, probably not for some time to come. I also expect that immigration programs are going to change further in terms of their selection being NOC-based. I don't know when that will come into play. I do not know how soon that will come into play, but that is something which I I do expect. Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? We don't know. But going forward next year, you will see, again, of course, federal skilled worker draws to start. I'm hoping they would start this year. We still have 6 weeks to go. And I'm hoping that they start this year itself. At least one draw, just to make everybody happy. At least something to sort of make everybody happy. I also expect that there should be another one CEC draw, because there have been 5 consecutive PNP draws, which basically means a lot of these candidates from Canadian experience class who are here in Canada with a 1-year program and 1-year work permit. Now their work permits are expiring. No CEC draw basically means their work permits being expired, means they will not be able to apply for bridge open work permit, means they will be out of status, means they will either need to leave Canada. So again, it's a bit of a quandary there. And as I said, that's therefore I expect that there would be at least one CEC draw, if nothing else. But I'm most certainly hoping that there is at least one draw that they conduct. So give everybody a hope and understanding that yes, it would move to a more promising side. Let's say 22nd November is the day when the the Parliament goes back in session, and let's see if there are any changes which are announced from there on, so we know which way to move forward with. Thank you so much for joining in today. If you are not following us on Instagram, please do. We are also now on TikTok. So if you're on TikTok, give us a shout there. If you wish to make an appointment, then that's the link. And please do not forget to subscribe to the channel. We need to see those numbers going up. And absolutely smash the like button. Love to see that smash happening because it's always so exciting. That's all from me today. Thank you so much for joining in. I shall see you next time. Until such time, take care, stay safe.